Wow. So the video had cut off after 3 exact hours. The video cut off. So um so I'm sorry I'm talking so much, and I just got a lot to say. But since the video cut off after 3 hours, the other computers didn't used to do that. I used to be able to go over 3 hours. But feel free, if you're interested in this, interested in hearing my personal truth about what's been going on. Feel free to pause and take a break and then come back. If you feel like you have information overload. So I know I said a lot, but I feel stupid when I get automatically cut off. So they said that the file was too large or something like that. But I've seen, how can people do like longer than 3 hours of documentaries and upload them, or videos and upload them on YouTube, or radio shows or whatever. Can go 9 hours if they want to. And I didn't mean for there to be a part two and to talk more. You know, so I got cut off, but I was trying to say the foster grandma. She used to beat people in the head a lot. And but then I guess that's a Masonic thing to do, or whatever. I don't know that. Some people will praise you after you're already dead. I mean, they hate you and then wait till you die, and then they praise you and be like, well, Martha was a good person or whatever. But when it comes to somebody like me that's targeted and hated, I will be ignored and hated and mocked and laughed even after I died. Now it was 2007, and people, I used to talk about the biological family and the foster family being abusive, and me feeling like I have nobody. And they used to say, well, there was something you did in your past to deserve to be abused and hated by the family and be scapegoated. And they used to be like, well, you can divorce your friends, but you can't divorce your family. And they used to get on my case and act like um they used to make it like I was disrespectful and not honoring my mother, the biological mom. And they used to be judgmental about that, but not knowing that she was provoking me to wrath, and the foster mom too. And, so I feel kind of psychologically and mentally sidetracked. But I think I may have exposed enough anyway, and probably y'all might feel like it's too much. Now, I said too much anyway, or that nobody wants to hear that anyway, you know, or that I revealed too much, TMI, told too much information. But, let's say if you're on a list and you're targeted, meaning you're marked for death anyway. But some people say that they wish that Aaliyah could have gotten to expose her truth before she left this earth, and so I mean, I feel a relief that I got my story out, but at the same time feeling scared of what will happen. Um, some people say that God would protect me. You know, some people say that God will protect me, especially you know, if you're a Christian or whatever, and you're exposing the truth, that God will protect you. Um, so I'm, you know, feeling kind of disappointed that I got cut off on my last video, and So, I mean, as I said, in the 18 plus, 18 and up, they have some people who might not be able to view my videos, but it's not for kids, So, I think feeling so winded. But if I would have write and typed the story out, it would have taken me probably days to write what I said in 3 hours. And it's like no, it's like no. If you targeted, and if you're homeless, you're seen as a nobody anyway, you know. But I said that I wanted the truth to get out and my voice to be heard, and other people, victims of abuse and stuff, their voice to be heard. And so I'm done. Well, I'm not done, but I'll just rest for a while about this topic. If I said so much, I know I said so much. So I'd be surprised if I got, any more. I mean, if I got any support, anybody be supportive of me or back me up, more like, and if they was, it would mean so much if anybody believed my story and believed my situation. I mean, and I was trying to say in the other video that when in black families, when the child um tries to say, well, this man touched me or whatever, and then I remember I was in 8th grade. I'm sorry, not eighth. I was in 3rd grade, 8 years old in 3rd grade, and I got a brutal whipping, the worst whipping of my childhood life from the foster dad Al. When I told him that the boy touched me in class, sexually, and so that made me, afraid. They got mad because I told the next day, but they never gave me the birds and the bees talk. They just expect, and I was trying to figure out why did I get whipped or what did I do so wrong. But why didn't you tell me in advance of a kid somebody touch you? You come tell mom and daddy. Nobody ever told me warned me about such thing, But the boy in class, Alan Wells, was his name. And he was in 7 years old in 1st grade, and I was in 8th and 3rd grade, and we were in the same special ed class. And Alan, he probably was being molested or touched, and they made it like as we just poorly behaved special ed kids, but Alan was probably molested. So in order for him to touch me, so that was one of the worst child whippings or beatings I got in my life from the foster dad Al when I told what happened. So and even like if you tell, I've heard people tell females telling their personal stories on YouTube or wherever, when speaking up about, especially in the black community, probably happened in the white community too, excuse me, about how they dismissed the child or they whipped the child for reporting their own sexual abuse and wonder what they did wrong. Or if a girl got raped and pregnant, say she's 15 years old and got raped by an older man, like if she got raped by a teacher at school and got pregnant, and then the child come home and tell the mom, and then the mom beats the child, and then it's swept under the rug, and they don't do anything about the teacher, and then he goes on victimizing other kids, or they threaten the child, or and so it's that the child would get molested, and then you know a lot of times people dismissing you and saying you're crazy is how this atrocities keep going, why they don't get put to an end. And then, kids don't know any better, and they teach other kids how to do this and do that and think it's normal. We thought it was normal. We didn't know it was wrong. But some Masonic, wicked, satanic adults who know very well what they're doing, narcissistic abusers, and you're wrong when you feel like you have to threaten or bribe a child to be quiet. When you have to threaten or bribe a child into silence, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing. You know what you're doing. So I'm gonna get the hell on out of here, cause I know y'all tired of seeing y'all tired of looking at, y'all tired of me. So I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.